Hey Josh, it's Friday, and I'm gonna mix things up a little bit because the answer to your question is probably gonna be most of what my video is. So first off, armor update. And also hi Misty. Yep, there she goes. But yeah, so here's the armor update. It's really coming along. I have the arms attached here. Only thing that I'm missing is is some elastic to keep these parts a little tighter on my body once I actually have it all on. So that's the only thing that I'm missing with the top part. This is the belt with a little ammo pack. The arm band also has an ammo pack. And then, whoa, I am knocking stuff over. Then I've got the gauntlets. This is the one that has the flamethrower on it. This will be this arm, and I have another attachment that I may or may not end up adding on top of this. It's a lot of small pieces, so I might just skip it, because the flamethrower is the main thing that I want, because it looks cool. And then yeah, this one would be this arm, and then I have, over here, got the gloves as well. So obviously, gonna need to paint all of it still eventually. Hi Sparrow. He is sniffing the gauntlets. Anyway, but yeah, I still have the leg armor to do, so like all the way down. So thighs, I have those cut out. I just need some way of keeping them attached, essentially, or keeping them tight on my thighs. And then I still have to build the full shin, or the knee, shin, and shoe covers. So yeah, it's been coming along. I had Tuesday and Wednesday off in a row, so I got a lot of work done on it there. But yeah, that's probably going to be a thing until it's done. So, as I was saying though, to answer your question of the week, which will lead into what I kind of want to talk about here, I'd have to say my two favorite villain archetypes would be either the type of the villain who thinks they're the hero of the story, and the sympathetic villain are kind of my two favorites. So the villain who thinks they're the hero has just recently become a thing that I really enjoy, because I am all caught up on Invincible. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I spent Tuesday and Wednesday, as I was building, catching up on Invincible as well. So I watched all the way through season 3 and the Adam Eve special and everything. So it's very good. I strongly suggest it. However, the antagonist of season 2 and 3, and is probably going to be an antagonist throughout the rest of the show as well, just because that's how Invincible is a guy by the name of Angstrom, who has the power to basically create portals to every other reality, which is also one of my favorite power sets. You can't do much with it, but it's really cool anyway. Like it's not like super strength or super speed or like invisibility or anything. It's kind of a passive power, but just the ability to basically be like, I want to go to this reality and pull this person out of it. I think it's kind of neat. Also, just the idea of alternate realities is something that I really enjoy. But yeah, so he very much does believe that he is the hero of those stories. I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers as much as I can. I'm bad at I'm bad at it though, so I do apologize. If you haven't watched Invincible, I strongly suggest it. It's very good. Well, if you haven't caught up on it, I would suggest it. It's very good. I know it's a little hard for you to catch up on things right now, but if you have the time, I would strongly suggest it. After you get caught up on all the Star Wars stuff, right? But yeah, so basically he is from a reality where Invincible and Omni-Man joined forces to conquer the world, which also is kind of sort of they think that they're the hero of the story because it's the the goal of the Viltrumite Empire to basically their plan is conquer all of these worlds and give them all of our technology so they no longer have to worry about anything, which they go about it in a very murderous way, but that's beside the point. But yeah, so Angstrom is from a reality where Invincible and Omni-Man join forces to take over the Earth. And there's a resistance that has formed. This is all in like the very first episode, like the first 15 minutes of season 2. But yeah, so he was part of a resistance that was trying to basically stop them from taking over the world. Logically, I know. But his plan is that he pulled other versions of himself from other realities in order to basically learn their problems so that he can basically teleport around the different realities and solve all the problems. But all this knowledge drives him crazy, as you do when you have multiple realities that you can experience. So he kind of goes off the deep end with that. He eventually just becomes straight up a villain, not so much viewing himself as the hero. That's more in season 3. I won't get into it though because again, spoilers. But there's also a character in season 3, Powerplex, I think is his name. His super name, I guess. I hesitate to call him a superhero. But again, slight spoilers. Some of his family was in Chicago when Omni-Man destroyed it using Invincible as a weapon, basically. And like some of his family was killed during that, and he blames Invincible for it because he can't blame Omni-Man because Omni-Man flew off at the end of season 1. And he very much views himself as the hero in the situation, and anything bad that happens to him, he just blames Invincible for, which is incorrect in a few parts, but again, not going to say anything because spoilers. But yeah, it's somewhere, the reason that I am bringing up all of this stuff and getting kind of in the nitty-gritty of it is because I'm actually restarting, like fully rebooting a game of Masks that I was running with my friends. I'm going to be starting that. The first actual session will be not this coming Monday because this coming Monday is Memorial Day, but the following Monday because I'm going to be busy Memorial Day. But yeah, it's really making me think, like, how can I incorporate some villains that think of themselves as the heroes, and how do I want to go about doing that? I have a couple of ideas. I don't want to say too much because they're just ideas and I don't want to set them in stone yet, and I also don't have my notes next to me. But yeah, it's just it's a very interesting idea, and it's not even like anti-hero in a way. It is straight up just they are. I mean, I guess it's sort of the anti-villain in a way, but it is very much just that they view themselves as the hero. Their motivations are could be considered heroic, but they cause more damage than anything. And I went over again, so I guess I'll end my video here. So Josh, my question for you is, what do you think of, or what are some ideas that you have, or some other examples of villains that view themselves as the heroes? So that'll do for this video. So Josh, I will see you whenever you get the chance to make your video. Later, bro.